Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken and welcome back to another video. A few months ago, I published a video going over the 10,000 HP Raum build. He's the only champion in the game who can pass 10,000 HP besides maybe Makoa and his ult with Max Veteran, and it was pretty crazy. It actually was a pretty popular video and a lot of people liked it. And in Season 5, this build is even stronger, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the cauterize change really helps out the build, because instead of having to rush both cauterize and veteran at the same time, you can now just go right for veteran. Just bam, 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 and you have passive cauterize already as you shoot. You know, you can see little vapors coming off of her, and we can just make our way up to 10,000 HP. And we can actually achieve a higher health count than we did in the previous video, because as you guys know, Veteran got buffed, so you can see on the bottom left, I have 10,637 HP, which is just... that's too much health. That's too much freaking health. Of course, Tyra doesn't care. Cassie with big game doesn't care. But, I mean, this little guy, this poor Victor, he definitely cares about the fact that I have 10,000 HP. It's going to take him so long to kill me. Especially if I were to get Haven on top of that, which is always an option, not opportunity. Gosh, how am I getting tongue-tied in the intro? Why, I'm supposed to be a professional YouTube man. Whatever. Anyways. Buying Haven is, of course, an option alongside Veteran, or instead what you could do is go for the new item Provision. Now, Provision gives you 15% of your maximum ammo back after earning Elimination, which of course assists count for this, so you don't even need to land the final killing blow, and it scales all the way up to 45% of your maximum ammo. And even just at tier 1, this item actually gives you a pretty substantial amount of ammo back, because of course, Raum has the largest ammo pool in the game, and he also has the longest reload time in the game, and even with deft hands, it can take a while. So yeah, Provision basically will make it so that if you're continuously firing, as long as you're getting eliminations here and there, you'll actually never have to reload, and you don't even need to build ammo into your loadout. You can just buy Provision, and yeah, I mean, we can shoot this Ying here for a second. Of course, we use Ignition, and this makes it so I don't spend ammo at all, but you can see I'm down to about 400 bullets, and boom, it's all back, with just Provision 1. And if we fire at this Fernando, we're going to dip into the 300s here, but we get a lot of that back. Look at how much I got back just from Provision 1. And so you can imagine if we buy Provision 3 and just pump a bunch of ammo into the Fernando, even miss him a little bit because, oh no, he's dodging. Target back onto the Fernando, and look at how much ammo we just got back. So Provision, the new item, it's really bad on a lot of champions, but Raum is probably, in my opinion, the most ideal champion to buy Provision on. Now, is it better than going Haven alongside Veteran? I don't know. We'll find out in today's video. But yeah, we're going to be testing this build out, of course, with the new buff Veteran. Going to be rushing that right off the start. We're going to be testing the new item Provision on Raum, and we're going to see just how good this is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the gameplay. And of course, while we're queuing for a game, we can, of course, take a look at the build here. We have Sinister Allies 5, which is the main focal point of this build. It's what allows us to hit 10,000 HP when we use Veteran. And it's basically just 750 extra max health, no big deal. We also have Shattered Essence and Void Lord. These two combo great with Sinister Allies because we get damage reduction after activating Soul Harvest, which 20% damage reduction on 10,000 HP is insane, and the extra healing from the other card is very helpful as well. And of course we're in a match now, so let's go ahead and grab a Raum real quick. I really hope we have a second tank. Oh, it's Ditzy and Closed. Hey, that's interesting. They're pretty good players. They were hovering over Torvald. I would actually kind of like a Torvald, low-key. That'd be pretty nice. I really hope they don't make me solo tank. But yeah, I'm also going to use the Heatsink skin here today, just because I feel like it. It's what I had equipped, and it's a really nice skin. I mean, I just love this color palette. It's the more serious version of Raum. Obviously, Raum, ROM, is really good too. But this one is just more, you know, fire, brimstone, just, I am coming for your soul. And it's cool. I mean, it's what we want. It's what I imagine 10,000 HP Raum is. Like, I just want to be angry, big, jacked, and I want to absolutely demolish my foes and put fear into them. So, we're gonna go for that here. Gosh, I sound like a terrible person. And also, let's combine it with the Molten Prowler mount, because we're matching here. That's a good idea, right? Oh yes, we do have a second tank. Okay, awesome. We have Khan. We also have IO heals, Cassie, Maeve, really high level DPS, and we're going up against a solo tank Ruckus. Okay, interesting. An IO, Koga, Sati, and Droxus, so no percent base damage on the enemy team. That is huge. You never ever want to build for extra max HP when you're going against percent base damage. Like if we were to go 10,000 HP Raum into Tyra, that might just be the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Like one of the stupidest things you could possibly do. So this is exactly the type of team comp we want to run this build against. So we're going to go for Enforcer here. Extra damage reduction, like even further damage reduction on top of our 10,000 HP is going to be amazing. Let's grab that. Let's grab 10,000 HP Raum build. And let's go ahead and stack up that Veteran. We are already at 5,500 HP, which is one of the tankiest tanks in the frontline class. Of course, we have no barriers, which is kind of the one problem with Raum. He has the most health out of anybody, but he has nothing to take damage in his stead. He has no way to cleanse cauterize, so that's kind of what makes him a little bit weaker, actually. Coupled with, of course, the fact that he has a minigun, which does very good DPS, but it's like persistent DPS, it slows him when he shoots. He's kind of hard to play, and I fully admit I'm actually not the best at Raum. Like, he's one of my worst tanks, believe it or not. So, yeah, I mean, I could just totally flop here. But the whole point is just to demonstrate the build, and if you are someone who is good at Raum, maybe consider giving this another look. I mean, 10,000 HP Raum is certainly a very interesting playstyle. Of course, against this Ruckus here, we don't actually get soul charges or soul fragments while I'm firing at his shield, but now that his shield is down, I can kind of just lay into him and get a bunch of damage. But my team is kind of dying already, although we also dropped 2 of them, and by we I mean them, because I was just focusing on Ruckus the entire time. We have 9,700 HP, 9,800 HP now with a shield, because I get a shield on ignition. Don't kill me, I need healing. There we go, I'll heal myself. Beautiful. And we can just kind of survive on this point here with all this beef-tastic health, and I have an ultimate already. That is amazing. Let's see, let's do a little run by on that Ruckus. He's low. I think I'm just going to hold this objective, and if they try to come nearby, I'll ult them. Let me reload real quick first, though. There we go. And he's coming now, so I'm just going to ult. He's stunned. Now's our time to focus him. He's ulting as well. I don't care, bro. I don't care. You're inferior. I am 10,000 HP Raum. Bow before me. And there we go. There is the objective captured. I love this build so much. It's a goofy sort of build for Raum, but it works. If you're not against a Tyra, or a big game Cassie, or any percent base damage at all, even a Debilitate Sky would shut this build down hard. Because if you think about it, the bigger your health pool is, I mean, obviously, they're going to kill you all the same. If you have 2,000 HP, if you have 10,000 HP, the poison bolts and the fire are going to kill you at the exact same rate. But for your healer to heal it back, it's a lot easier for someone like Io to heal, that 2,000 HP back at that rate of percent base damage compared to 10,000 HP. It's just a bigger health tick, per tick of damage. Like, it's just a crazy amount of damage. And so, I want to make it, when I go against percent base damage, as easy for my healer to heal me as possible. And so, that's why you don't go 10,000 HP against something like that. But here, I mean, it's fine. I have so much HP, and they whittle it away at the exact same rate. Like, they just spend so long trying to kill me. And honestly, if I wasn't doing this build, I'd probably be dead right now. We got that damage reduction, we're going to fall back, and peek my Io over here if she wants to heal me, although she's focusing on other people, which is good. I can heal up out of combat. I'm fine. Let me actually reload before we get into combat here. I don't have provision yet, which I almost wanted to call it aggression, because that's the old item art. It's using old aggression's item art, which I don't know how many of you were around like 5 years ago when that was an item, but that was an item when I first started playing this game, and I bought it in my first video. Actually pretty interesting. What aggression did back in the day is it actually increased the amount of damage your shots did, which is a really interesting item, but you can imagine how weird that was to balance, because, oh crap, there's so many deployables here, dude. It's annoying. I should almost buy Bulldozer. But yeah, you can imagine how hard that would be to balance, because, like, obviously the idea is, like, yeah, it's a counter to damage reduction, right? They have damage reduction, you increase your damage. But it wasn't a counter to damage reduction, it was just extra damage. It's like, you would play Kinessa, you'd buy aggression, and you would do, like, stupid amounts of damage per shot, and you can imagine how crazy that was on a headshot. So, it was just an interesting item, and it actually, in the grand scheme of things, I heard that it wasn't actually that good of a damage increase, like DPS overall during a match, compared to Deft Hands, because, if you want to pump out damage over the course of a match, Deft Hands will make it so you reload faster, and thus can get back to firing quicker, whereas Aggression only increased your damage per shot, so I don't know how the math worked out. That's just something I heard as part of justification for removing the item, because it sort of did the same thing as Deft Hands, just differently. And also because, yeah, it wasn't very healthy on someone like a Sniper, just one shot. Oh, that's 2,000 damage for no reason. Ugh. It was a nasty item. It was crazy. Anyways, let's grab Veteran 3, and we can start to buy Provision now. And now, we can start to get that infinite ammo, hopefully. Of course, in a practical, real-world example like this, where we're just in a match, Provision 1 isn't going to be enough for infinite ammo, because we're going to get eliminations a lot slower. The enemies are going to heal up, I'm not going to be able to kill them as fast, they're going to run away, be slippery, stuff like that. So it's a bit harder to get value out of that here, compared to like in the shooting range. But I mean, Provision 3, I think, will still be enough to just make it so I never really have to worry about reloading, which hopefully should be good. Anyways, Ruckus is just going right to the point here. I'm not sure why, but we're going to just fire at him, and... You better run, dude. Look at my health bar right now. Look at my health bar. What are they going to do to me? There's a kill on Satu. There's a kill on Ruckus. I'm getting all my ammo back. That's just great. Let's fire at the dog. Luna, I hate you. Go away. Alright, we're kind of just holding the point here. Androxus is dead. Everyone's dead. And you know what? I'm not going to reload. I'm not going to reload. Oh, I was on the point. Alright, I'll attack. I'm just going to... you know, shoot at them, and hopefully, when my Cassie or someone gets an elimination, or I get an elimination there because she falls off the map. Yeah, look at that, we just get our ammo back. Oh, that's so good on Rom. Which, by the way, the reason why it's not good on a lot of characters is because a lot of characters don't have that much ammo. Like, say Combat Medic Pip, for example, because someone was asking me, like, why is aggression not that good? Or, not aggression, crap. Why is provision not that good on Pip, for example? Like, why would you buy Deft Hands instead of provision? And the reason is because provision 1, I don't even think it works on on Pip. Like, 15% of 6, what is that? I'll have it on the screen. I don't feel like doing mental math right now. While I'm busy holding down my minigun. But, yeah, it's just, you know, you get 1 ammo back, you get 2 ammo back for getting an elimination at max level, right? So 45% of 6, that's just under 3. So you only get 2 ammo back for a 1,500 credit sink, mind you. Whereas with Deft Hands, you reload your whole clip really fast, and you get all 6 ammo back. Just, you know, like that, super fast. So for a lot of champions like that, like Pip's one of them, and Droxus is one of them, a lot of those champions, like, yeah, you might get a tiny benefit out of provision, but it's just more worth it to go Deft Hands in the long run. And even for someone like, I don't know, Victor, first of all, he already has cards, which can take the place of provision. You could stack the card and provision. That could be a thing you do. Or you could just buy Deft Hands. Like, I don't know. Deft Hands, it's just a better on a lot of people, and on some builds it's straight up throwing. Dredge, Maldamba, it's just straight up throwing, because you have those reload projectiles, which do extra damage, or in the case of Damba, it stuns. That's your main playstyle for damage, so. But on Rom, it's pretty nice. And also, that was a really lightning-fast game. I did not even die, which is pretty cool, you know. I like that. I don't like dying, so that's pretty nice. We got 48,000 damage, which is on the high end of damage that match. The enemy team actually did a ton of damage, probably because they were just farming up on my beefy 10,000 damage health pool. But they weren't able to kill me. And I was able to help a lot of my teammates with kills. We got, you know, 8 assists, did a lot of damage, and I stood on the point, and they couldn't really force me off, because they didn't have a good point tank, and they didn't have percent base damage. With Rom's health pool, with this build, there are 2 ways to take it out, primarily. Percent base damage, like I said earlier, or I would need like 3 of them to focus fire me. And they didn't. So there we go. That was a pretty good game. But I think we're going to try and play a different match, a second match, because that was really short, and I want to showcase this in a bit of a longer game, or at least in 2 games, just so we can get more of an idea of how good this build is. Alright, here we go. So we're on Jaguar Falls. I'm going to switch up and go the gold skin this time, just because it's absolutely gorgeous. Rom has so many good skins, it's honestly kind of ridiculous. But unfortunately, we're solo tanking this time. We have Rom, Io, Ying, so we have double support, which is nice at least. We have a level 0-7. Never ever played 7 before, so DPS is going to be a bit sketch here, but at least we have a level 43 Bomb King, so hopefully he can make up for the fact that we have a brand new 7. Obviously, if the 7 does bad, like, it's not his fault. He's a new champion, so, you know, we're not going to be hard on him if he loses us this game. We're just going to be like, hey, you know, that's normal. I lost my first games of 7 too. It's fine. Enemy team, though, they have... Oh, they got a Skye and a Cassie. Uh-oh. That's not good, man. That's really not good. If that Cassie goes big game, and that Skye goes debilitate, I am screwed. We're going to go this build anyways, though, because it's for the video. But if you're playing against a Skye, or a Cassie with big game, or a Tyra... just whatever talent Tyra's running, do not play this build, alright? Just don't. Build more into, like, sustain and damage reduction, because the extra health is doing you zero favors, and buying Veteran on top of that is just not smart. When you're against percent-based damage, damage reduction, Haven, that's the solution, as well as just avoiding it entirely if at all possible. But yeah, let's go with the 10,000 HP build here. Luckily, she's running Impulse, but that is a Debilitate Sky. Oh, no. We're going to grab Veteran here, and we're also going to grab Provision at the start as well alongside it, just because we can, and also because I want to, try out Provision a little bit more, just to see how viable or helpful it really is on ROM, and just to see how much I need to reload. I might need to reload a lot, still, might be totally pointless, I don't know. Anyways, oh my gosh, we're taking so much damage already. Y'all gotta chill. I don't have 10,000 HP yet, but we're looking very healthy. I mean, 6,000 HP is nothing to scoff at. Even 4,000 HP, nothing to scoff at. I'm going to go meet this Khan on the point here. We're going to stop firing for a second just so we can move a little bit closer. But they have so many damage champions here, and he is begging me to run. Luckily, he can't grab me when I'm like this, and we can just run in on Cassie. And hopefully we can kill her. Yep, there we go. There's first blood. Victor's running in. He's going to be second blood. Hopefully here, there's second blood. Double kill. All right, nice. We're fragging out. However, Provision wasn't really that helpful there. I'm not really sure. Like, I still have 200 bullets. But it's only Provision 1, so it's not like we're really getting that much back anyways. We're only getting like 90 bullets back or something like that. So not really super great to start off with. But once we get Provision 3, that is like 225 bullets, I'm pretty sure, that we're getting back. Because what's 45% of 500? That's pretty sure 225. So, because half of it is 250, 40%, 200. It's just right in the middle. This guy wants me to run. He wants me to do it. As soon as I run, he's going to grab me. But he's also stupendously low. So, I'm thinking, let's do one of these. They're stunned. He's not going to die, though. And I'm actually going to die to that Sky Bomb there. I have no support for my team because they're all distracted on the right. That is really unfortunate there. I would have loved, like, some healing or some damage or something. They really could have capitalized off my ult, but they didn't. Let's get more Veteran, though. Veteran 2 into Debilitate Sky. That's kind of silly, but we're doing it. And Ying actually captured the objective over there. Plenty of the enemies are still alive. I'm not sure why they let us get that. I mean, look at how many of them are over there. Crazy. Anyways, Khan is taunting me to run again. We're going to do it safely behind a corner here. Can't grab me. There we go. Whenever you're playing against a Khan as a ROM, you want to be cognizant of how close he is to you before you start up your run. Oh no, the light. Yeah. Because yeah, if you use your run and then he just uses his mobility to counter you, his mobility has a lower cooldown than yours. So you always want to assume that he has it. And so because of that, you want to try and, like, get behind a wall or something. Get to a place where he can't as easily just grab you out of it when you start running. And then run away from him. Don't run towards him, because then he'll just grab you out of it, You gotta be very careful against the Khan. Anyways, we need some damage up here. Sky is throwing bomb again. I'm gonna get my damage reduction from this, and we should be absolutely fine. Got a little bit close to the Khan there. That was risky. But at least Cassie's dead. We lost our 7. No big surprise. Sky is coming in this room, I think. Ah, there she is. Alright. And Victor's still over here. Genos is still over here. Hi. I only have 3,000 HP. I'm a little bit scared. Oh, and the poison bolts, man. Look at how much damage those poison bolts did. 4,000 damage. Would have been less if I just had less HP and, well, maybe some Veteran. Or some Haven, I mean. But we're going to buy more Veteran because I'm just goofy like that. We're testing this build in unideal circumstances. Oh, hello. Look at how fast the poison whittles away my health. Oh, goodness. Well, at least I have damage reduction. This bomb is not going to do any damage, but it is going to kill our Ying. I'm dead. That Void Grip screwed me. If I didn't get Void Grip there, I probably would have been okay for a little bit longer. I just wanted to escape to that hallway. That's the problem with ROM, man. He gets hard countered by crowd control abilities that interrupt movement abilities. Stuns, cripples, knockups, anything like that. Because his one way to engage or retreat is behind like a 15-second cooldown. And it's just so easy to cripple as well. Like, it's not like a dash or something, which is harder to cripple and get away with. No, his, like, has a long wind-up animation, and he's also got the second biggest hitbox in the game. It's not an easy thing. Oh my goodness, look at that. We're going to grind that Khan, and there was a Sky inside of him as well, which sounds weird, but it's true. I mean, we got 2 damage numbers there, so... also, I'm going to do this just to make sure my soul armor doesn't go away. And we're going to try and make it back to that point. I got to run now. Let's run in. Knock him. There we go. We're going to maintain our 10,000 HP. If we don't, you know, get soul fragments, you know, for a long time, then it just kind of disappears. I want to make sure that I have 10,000 HP going into this fight, and we're still maintaining it. Look at that, 7,000 HP, but he's going to throw me away! No! Well, there's nothing we can do about that, and regardless of the ROM build you run, he's going to get you. It's a shame to see that 10,000 HP go to waste, though, but our team is literally less than a meter away from putting it in right now. They're less than a meter away from pushing it. They're all looking healthy, except that Bum King. Keep him alive. Khan is dead, thanks to the 7, and we're gonna push it in. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Nice job, guys. Team is really doing good there for a level 7, or a level 7-0. A level 0-7. He's doing good. That was a nice play he did there, getting that kill. So, props to Milo. Good job. And we are also, sadly, 2 credits away from getting Provision 2. I'm going to wait and spawn for those 2 seconds, and we're just going to get, you know, we're just going to get Provision 2. Because, yeah, sadness. But we're 2-0ing these guys right now, which is pretty good. Even against the Sky, like, it's definitely much more rough this game. Against a Khan, a Sky, a Gen with some actual counters, it's a bit more rough, but it's still, you know, no matter who you are, it is still a chore to kill 10,000 HP. Again, unless you're Tyra. Tyra doesn't care. Tyra will eat you for breakfast 10 times over if you're ROM, and there's nothing you can do about it except hold S and don't shoot when you're in her fire. Hello, Cassie. Please, just just stop doing what you're doing, okay? Actually, that Khan is low. He's dead. Awesome. I'm going to rush in here. We're going to try and disrupt, kill this Genos, maybe. If Cassie knocks me back here... Okay, I'm not screwed, thankfully. I was a little bit concerned. Uh-oh. Io. That was scary. I don't want to fight Sky by myself when I have 4,000 HP. No thanks. We're not going to be able to touch this point, though. They have comeback mechanic. They did a good job beating us back. I can't get touch. I mean, my run's on cooldown. I should really, like, after I'm done getting Provision, I should get some Chronos, I should get some Haven. He's gonna grab this? Okay, he missed. Good. Just let the Aya work her magic. Stop! I just want to stand next to the dog. Please, I want to pet it. Oh, I am so dead. That took them a long time, though. I mean, props to the Aya for keeping me alive that long, but goodness, they have so much pressure on me. The amount of focus, like... They had so many guns aimed my direction, and that's exactly what you gotta do against this build. And you can see the damage numbers, just how much effort they had to put in to kill me. Which, in some ways, makes me feel good, but in other ways, it's just like, man, I got the entire team focusing at me, this sucks. And I got Void Grip, so he's gonna cancel my run, I'm not gonna get my damage reduction. I'm dead again. I'm just feeding. I'm just feeding, man. Ah, yikes. BK is ulting out, though. Hopefully that'll be able to do something. He got the Cassie, got the Genos. Nice. Alright. Well, it looks like we're going to hold off for the time being here. I don't want to let them push this in, though. Let's see. Sky and Khan should still be over here. I'm just going to start firing. Ying's illusions actually targeted the Khan and got the Sky, and I'm...
Until we meet again.
I spawn in. I get void gripped into a Sky bomb. I die. I spawn in. I shoot 15 bullets. I get ulted off the map. Can you guys let me play the game? Please. The life of a ROM player, man. Is this how Dennis Default feels? The ROM main who pops in my streams from time to time? Is this how he feels? Just getting bullied over and over again. This is why I don't play ROM that much. I mean, I say that I'm level 60, but I play this game too much. For me, relatively speaking, he's a lower level champion. God. I need to touch some grass, man. It's been a while. Whatever. Khan and Cass are trying to push up the right here. I'm just going to try and, you know, hold them back. They can't really kill me unless Khan gets an ultimate. Which, I mean, he can farm ultimate charge off me. And if he gets morale boost, which would be kind of smart, actually, he could dispose of me pretty quickly. Which, he doesn't have a morale boost yet, but he might get it. He's got Nimble. He's got Resilience, actually. Which, we have a good amount of crowd control. I mean, we have a Fear, we have 2 stuns, some knockbacks, so it's not, you know, stupid. That knockback didn't succeed, though. I wanted to try and knock him away from the point, but kind of just knocked him into the wall. Kind of low here. And I gotta reload. So we're just gonna hide behind this wall. I'm contesting from here. It's okay. Now let's get back into the fray. Now, Ying actually got 2 kills. I'm just gonna try and batter away at that con shield. It's gone for the time being. He might put it back up, though. He's looking low. He's looking real low. He's gonna leave the point. And there we go. There's the fence successful. Nice. Alright. Well, we're 3-1 now, so we can potentially win off this next capture here. We have my ult, IO ult, we have Bomb King ult, pretty much 99%. We definitely have that. 7 ult on the way. We don't have Ying ult, though. But, I mean, we should still hopefully be fine, right? I mean, if we use these ults smartly and we get a few good kills, we can definitely beat this enemy team right here. Problem is, I can't get Provision 3 yet. I want to show off Provision 3, but I just... I'm out of credits. And if I don't get 750 credits by the next time I die, there's a good chance we might not even show off Provision 3 this video, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. And the whole point is kind of showing off, you know, Provision at A level in general is just nice anyways, and Veteran on ROM is even better this patch and even more accessible because you don't need cauterize. Anyways, our BK's already dead. That's not a good start. Io's dead. That's even worse. Okay, we're gonna retreat. Let's just run back this way. Hopefully block some fire for these guys. Cassie's gonna take out our 7, though. Ying is dead. I'm the only one who lived, which is no big surprise. I'm playing Rom. Khan's gonna chase, though. So let me just get this up. Oh, actually, Sky is over here. And I got Cassie on me. Man, y'all don't like me. Y'all don't like me very much. I can't even touch point. I'm too low. That's a shame. Our teammates just got picked off, 1 by 1. Couldn't really get much use out of any of our ults, and I'm gonna die. Holy! I just got sent up to the stratosphere. Alright. Nice. We can get Provision 3, though. That's cool. And the next up... Yeah, I'll definitely just, you know, become even beefier. I'll definitely buy some Haven. Just because, you know, we gotta push it to the limits. We gotta get as tanky as physically possible with ROM. Because that's what you do. I am the Juggernaut, after all. I'm not playing Buck, but this is the next best thing. So, okay, hello. Oh, that's everybody. Oh, that's everybody. Okay, BK got another good kill, though. It's risky pushing in. It's risky pushing either side. If I push this side, Cassie can knock me off, like she just did. Apparently that knockback is strong enough to send me off the map. And if I were to push the other way, Genos could void grip me and kill me. So either way, I was kind of screwed. I should have just stayed back. She also emoted that, which is kind of rude, but I mean, I deserve it. I played that poorly. Maybe I should get Resilience instead of Haven. Like maybe Resilience Haven would be the combo instead of Haven Chronos. Haven Chronos is really expensive too, so maybe Resilience should be the play. Just because, yeah, Void Grips do screw me. Con Grab does screw me. A lot of things screw me, so... You know, that's a good idea. Let me just chill back here, though. Let's get some Illusion Heals. Another good item actually could be Rejuvenate. I mean, we got 2 healers. We got an IO healer, which is really good healing output. That would be helpful. So many good items I could choose from. I don't know what to do. Maybe I don't go for Haven at all? I'm starting to question all my life decisions. Lucky I didn't get Void Grip there, but I only have 600 health. Oh, gosh. I got knocked away from the point, man! I got knocked away from the point as soon as I pressed my ult! Oh, if I pressed my ult a second sooner, I would have not got knocked off the point, and I would have still been there to contest. That's rough, man. Alright, I'm going to buy some Rejuvenate. We're at the stage now where Cauterize is pretty deep, and Rejuvenate would help me get a little bit of extra healing when we're in that Cauterize, and it'll help them heal me up faster when I'm out of Cauterize. We gotta try and win this game, though. I use my ult. We basically have no ults for this. We have IO ult, BK ult, and Ying ult are sort of on the horizon, but we don't have them quite yet. 7 ult definitely not on the horizon. And I am not gonna have my ult for this last point fight at all. So, this is gonna be super, super rough. The last time we pushed, I went left, because I assumed we would be going left, but absolutely no one went left on my team, or the enemy team. So, I'm actually gonna follow, I think, the BK. Let's see, where does the BK want to go? He wants to go up the middle. Okay. Oh, and I got thrust into the engagement. Well, that's great. I'll just kind of hold objective for a little bit, but I've been poisoned now. So let's run back to our healer. There we go. We got that rejuve. Having her heal me up a little bit faster. Khan missed ult. That is a huge thing for our team, but 7's dead. Cassie's low back there. I was actually going to get that kill. That is awesome. Let's try and just do some damage here. There goes the Khan shield. I'm going to run in. We need a disruption for our team. Alright, BK's ulting out now. Victor, I can't catch up to that. But Khan? We can put a lot of pressure on him. BK ult failed, though. I don't know what he was targeting, but he tried to do a sharp turn and just failed. Ying's dead. Okay. What is that guy doing? What is Vic doing? Okay, whatever. There's some damage reduction. We're kind of dropping. We need to fall back and reset. Alright, let's see. So, I need to get my run back in the next few seconds here. I need it to not get cancelled by Khan, which, pushing me this far away, is good, but not the best. He's still going to grab me out of that. I can't get back to the point we're going to lose. Okay. Well, it's unfortunate. To be fair, though, we had a level 07 going against a very good Cassie player, obviously. So, it's going to be tough for us to do really anything, because he's trying to learn a character into some very good players. And also we had that percent-based damage from Skye. In fact, Skye actually, yeah, she got 146,000 damage there. Almost passing the Cassie, just because that percent-based damage on Rom is just brutal, man. I also died 11 times. Not quite as much as our poor 7, not quite as much as our BK, but still quite a lot. More than our healers. Just because, yeah, again, percent-based damage and the focus fire of the enemy team was insane. Also, gotta keep in mind, they had a lot of counters. Void Grip counters Rom, Khan counters Rom. It's just rough. Honestly, the meta is really rough for Rom at the moment, because health gets countered by percent-based damage, you know, having as much health as Rom makes you a major target for Skye, Tyra, stuff like that. His movement ability is good when it works, but it sucks against a comp like this. He can't point tank to save his life because he has no barriers. It's rough, man. But this build is still a lot of fun. I highly recommend you try it out in casuals. Just, you know, just chill, try it out. Do not try it against percent-based damage. Don't try it against Tyra. But, I mean, if you want to have, you know, a fun alternative to Rom, one that's actually sort of effective, yeah, give it a try. Just, you know, try it in casuals. It might be fun. Maybe. Again, not against Skye, not against Jedos, not against Khan. It's pain for Rom. And also, yeah, ideally with Rom, you would want to have a point tank as well on your team. You don't want to have to be doing the objective holding by yourself, because he's just not good at it. He really isn't. So, but yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload from me. Also, make sure to check out the Discord server and the Twitch channel, both of which are linked in the description down below. I stream regularly on Twitch, and we have a wonderful active community of people on Discord, so go check it out. Also, check out my Nexus shop. If you're looking to buy the Season Pass or some crystals, and you want to help support your favorite content creator in the process, then go check that place out. I get a portion of the proceeds from every single sale in that store. So, yeah, once again, Nexus GG in the description. Link is down there. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Peace out.